everyone. I'm like all tied up here. I am working on a metered square for a blanket. I just did this one on YouTube, on Facebook. So I am working on another one, but I have been taking notes in my little black binder here to takes big balls to be a hooker. That way I can keep track, of my different projects. So, this is a metered square that I have already started in between the lines. So, I will be working on this, and I am going until there's 20 up one side, 3 in the middle, and 20 back. So, that was number 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I am only working in the back loop only. Okay, so that is correct, 11. I had to go get my tea before coming on. I had to let my dogs out. So that one right there is square 1. This one is square 2. I need 16 of these. So, I hope everyone is doing good. I have a roast going in the oven roaster. Ray will be home today, and then he will go and deliver his load tomorrow. And then we will be taking off to go to Nebraska to get a car that's been in his family since the 70s. So, we will be going to do that. He's driving in windy weather, so I try not to bug him today. But I also go crazy when I don't talk to him like hourly. So, I'm just trying to kill some time, but build up my business, build up my reputation. Hopefully you guys will love me. But I am doing this with Craft Smart yarn. And the others I was doing was like a thinner yarn, a different kind of yarn. This is acrylic. The squares are turning out to be square instead of diamonds. And in 2019 I had too many strokes, so crochet has helped with that. And with this being an ombre color, it has a different pattern to it. So, I think this is row 13. Every now and then I will have to count to see where I am. I do not have fulfilling in my hand. It was seized up when I had my strokes, and between crochet and a cooling mattress pad, I was able to straighten out my hand. I didn't get very good care in the hospital when I was in there. My IV bled all night, all over my gown. The physical therapist was about a joke in the hospital. And I went 2 times after my strokes, and I never want her as a physical therapist again. I paid $300 a week for occupational therapists until the money ran out for Teton therapy. I have not been released to go back to work, and that's why I'm pushing my business. I am trying to get Social Security disability. And you know that feeling when you hit your elbow and your hand goes numb and tingly? Mine's like that all day long. I lost sense in my hand and feeling in my hand, and I don't know the difference between hot and cold or rough and soft. And so I just try re-educating myself on that. I have to think of my words carefully, and I have to think of if I start to build up with a lot of saliva, I have to stop for a moment because then I'll start drooling. And that's just part of having strokes. So, and a stroke, whether it's mild or big, hits people very differently. So, I was always striving for the 40 hours a week and trying to get that in when I was told I was hired for full time. The way they looked at things was kind of rough. And you just have to take it little by little. So what excuse me. So what I am doing here is single crochets along, and then in the center one up top, I am doing 3 single crochets in the same one. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 singles. And now I'm going to do 3 singles in one. And now 15. I started out with a chain 2, and then in the second one from the hook, I did 3 singles, and then chained 1, turned, and then 1, 3 singles, 1. So I hope everybody's doing good. I just barely got my plants outside. Yesterday I had some snow flurries. I had put my plants out in the morning. It was like 41 degrees. And like 10 minutes later, I had snow flurries. Hi, thanks for joining. Chain 4. Are you trying to confuse me? Probably wouldn't take much today. Tell me what you think of the colors. Can you see them pretty good? There's some turquoise in there. That looks darker. So what are you up to today? This is called Orchard Mist Ombre. So what are you up to today, Melissa? Ray will be home, so I got a roast going. And I put some Baja style shrimp seasoning on it to cook it. And I will have to go back and watch that because I totally forgot. I think maybe I was live at that time on Facebook. I don't know. But I will go back and watch those. So I got the roast going. All right, head on over. So I got the roast going. He's been battling some pretty heavy winds today, so I try not to call him a whole lot. I prefer to hear from him like every hour, but I pulled out my book. Takes big balls to be a hooker. That way I can keep track of the projects I'm working on. But I pulled out my binder so that I could take notes and everything instead of ripping out pages out of my book. And I have one more border row to do on my red, white, and blue. And I did show that in my Facebook, but before I'm done, I will hold it up again. I'm like one of those little things that's peeking out over the blanket. Your porch roof is coming down from the weather? Is he out on the road or is he at Walmart clearance? My phone didn't charge last night, so it's on the charger now. Oh, he's on the road already? Is it windy there? I've had some winds today, but it's getting better. I'm counting here. So this is 17, and I'm only doing up to 20 rows. I want to get some of these projects done so that I can start working on that lemons. But I don't want to be working on that when I go on the road next week to Nebraska to get that car. Well, if it's very windy, you can't get up there and fix it. I'm kind of thinking I need to take hot glue out there and fix my awning because the birds keep climbing underneath of it and stuff. And speaking of which, I sent a message to some people that work on stuff. With that oven roaster going, it's like hot in my house. So is he going to be home tonight or tomorrow? He won't be home until Friday? Dang. $14. Yeah, Ray will be home today and then has to go back out tomorrow to deliver the load and then be home for the rest of the week. He's taking a vacation so we could go get that car. See all my pile of towels on my table there? Some of them need the buttons on them. Some of them need the crochet on them. Nope. Some of them are all finished and have the buttons on them. Some of them need the blanket stitch and the crochet on them. And then behind them on the table over there is that you can't see is the ones that need buttons. Oops, oops, oops. I was starting to do a double crochet, and this is single crochet. I always struggle with that because that's the one I've always had troubles with since my strokes. So I'm hoping this blanket turns out pretty cool. Six. 9. 10. 2 more rows. 2 more. 2 more. Yes, I'm doing 20 across, the 3 in the middle, and then 20 down. This is row 19. And I'm using Yarnology hook, 5.5 millimeter. And I could either go with like this purple color on the outside of this. I could go with white. I don't know if I have that blue or not. What color do you think I should go? Like the dark purple, white, or the blue? I know I don't have any of that pink. I have a lighter pink, but I don't think that'd do very good. Blue? I could do that. Because it was supposed to be like 2 balls of the A color and then 1 ball of the B color, but we'll see what it does. So do you have other videos loaded for tonight? So when I get done with this next row, then I will measure both of them so that they're the same size. I guess I could always write them down in my book if that takes balls to be a hooker, or takes big balls to be a hooker, and just do one on like blankets and one on scrubbies and like break it all up. I had another hook here. Don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. That's for this one. I could always come live and do the border on that one later today. Just so that there are different blankets, huh? Yeah, so I'm working on the things like this, the metered squares to look like this, but I picked a wild color on the inside. That's why I was thinking blue, purple, or white for the outside. Now I'm going to count down this side and make sure I have 20. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if I can get the loop, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's measure this bad boy. And it is almost 6 inches. This one is almost 6 inches. So I'm going to tie this off. And have it go the same way that this one is. I am grabbing back loops only, so it is giving a ridge pattern in there. Those blues turned out pretty cool, lined up like that. So I've been on here 29 minutes almost.